Hello all, my name is Nathaniel Newman, and I will be demonstrating the Spirit FM application for Android devices. This program is developed by Mike Reed and is copyright and all rights reserved. Starters, please make sure that your device is supported before attempting to install this program. If you search the Google Play Marketplace and Spirit FM does not appear up, then your device is most likely not supported and it may never be supported. If you do have questions, however, you can visit the link for XDA Developers Forum below in the info box to see all available supported devices, as well as any questions and answers that you might have for the program. This demonstration will take you from the already installed point of view. Please keep in mind this device, a Motorola Droid Bionic, although is rooted, the application, Spirit FM, has not been granted root. So if you have a device that is unrooted or unfamiliar with what root is, this application, in most respects, should be perfect for you. This application is also running in full automatic mode. That means that no settings were changed prior to running it or after the install. I'll now start the program up, show off some of the features of the program, and demonstrate some of the advantages between the basic version of the program, which is also known as Spirit FM Lite, and the full unlocked version. There's also a Spirit FM free version which you can try out before purchasing either the Lite or unlocked version, and that is highly recommended beforehand. I will now start the program up. Before we begin, I will highlight some advantages of Spirit FM. Number one, once the application is installed on your device, it requires no internet connectivity or authorization at all. Unlike a lot of other programs that do require continuous authorization even after the program is installed and purchase is verified. As I mentioned before, this phone is a fully stock phone with no modifications except for installing a secondary FM application for testing purposes and rooting the phone, and of course installing Spirit FM. Upon starting Spirit FM, you will be greeted with a message. This message is the help message. Since this application has been installed before, this message will not display on my device, but this is what you would see, telling you how you can change the settings, what the interface looks like, and just a general idea about the program itself. You can choose to see the message again, you can OK the message, or you can disable it from appearing at all. Your device will also have the capability of choosing the unlocked version of the device. This message will also displaying the version of the product, as well as choosing an unlocked version if you're running Lite or free, or if you're running another version and you would like to purchase a Lite version, you can also do that. Again, this will tell you a basic idea of the product and the advantages of choosing the versions. Upon starting the application, you will be presented with a basic interface which resembles the Google's operating system ice cream sandwich. Starting from the top of the device, you will see a numerical value for the station you are tuned to. This value is called an RSSI, or Received Signal Strength Indicator. Basically, the higher the number this is, the better the signal will come in. Beside it, just to the right, is a graphical representation of the same frequency indicator, very similar to what you would see on the phone at the top bar for your cellular signal strength. This displays how good the radio signal strength is coming in. Below that is a graphical tune option, which can be used to tune between any frequencies all over the dial. Below that, you're presented with a graphical volume control, which can be used to turn the volume up and down. Alternatively, you can also use the side buttons on your device. In the middle, if the radio station supports it, you will see the following: call letters, which in my area do not always match up to the station, sad to say. The program service, which is usually in America a scrolling bit of information such as the station, call letters, artist, and song. Over to the right, you will see the PTY, or program type. In my case, a country music station here in the United States. If the radio station supports it, you will see radio text in the box below the volume control. Below that, you will see on either side seek back and seek forward buttons, which can be used to seek the strongest station that the program will pick up. In the middle, you'll see a direct entry button, which can be used to directly go to a specific frequency without having to manually tune to it. Below that, you will see fine-tuning controls, which can be used to fine-tune a frequency that maybe is coming in too weak, or to manually get to a station without using direct entry or scan functions. Below that, you will see the settings menu, which I will go into in a moment. You'll see the different preset buttons that can be used, as well as preset banks. Below that, you will see presets that can be saved to the device. If you have the unlocked version, you can have as many presets and nameable presets as you so desire. If you are running the light or free version, presets will be limited to 6. Below that, you will see an option to start and start the player. If the player is stopped, information will continue to display on the player itself. Below that, or beside that, you will see an option to switch between the speaker or headphone jack. And you will see a power switch, which is used to turn off the application. Please keep in mind that during the use of the application, in most devices, you will need headphones plugged in or a wire alternative. Going into the settings of the application, you'll be greeted with these following options. You have the capability of choosing what region that you are in. This is useful for the correct stepping that the frequency will display in. For example, in North America, frequencies are assigned as such. I will demonstrate that right here. But in certain other areas, in other countries, frequencies can either go further down than North American frequencies, which this does not have access to, or if you're in a European area, which most devices, most Android-powered devices support, the stepping is going to be a little different. As you can see, it skips 105.3 now. Also, upon changing that first main option, it will display the European RDS equivalent and the program identification code. Below that, you'll be presented with an audio selection. Again, this is best to leave this at automatic if you've never used this program before. Or, if you do want to change some of these settings, it is highly recommended to click the link below in the information box and ask what settings can be changed. Also, a brief description on page 1 in the XDA Developers Forum will describe what a lot of these functions can do. But if you're still unsure, it is best to ask and risk damaging the device. This is especially apparent with certain Samsung models. But in the audio settings, you'll be given the ability to change what audio method your device uses. Again, by default, it's set to complete auto. You'll have the capability of what the program defaults to, whether it's the speaker or the headset, whether it's in blend auto, which is stereo, but it blends from stereo to mono, switch auto, which will just drop mono out, or drop stereo out if mono signal is more apparent, force it into stereo, which will still drop out to mono if it has to, or mono force, which you can use if using the speaker and want to avoid a stereo signal. You can also choose the volume scale of how loud the volume control will go on the device itself. That can be set between anywhere from 10 to 100. This is the volume control selection. Different devices may use different volume control methods. Again, this will automatically be set, and the program will automatically attempt to identify what your device can support. The next option is the user interface control. At the top, you will see the functionality to enable or disable RDS. And again, this is only if you have the light the unlocked version. The light version does not include the RDS function. You do have to have the unlocked version. Supports theme changing. Again, this is all in the unlocked version. Light version may vary. The ability to change the theme, the text color. Currently the theme is set to Ice Cream Sandwich, Google operating system. You can change the orientation. For example, you can have it auto-lock to portrait, landscape, or you can have it automatically switch between whichever way the phone is turned. You can have it show the antenna warning message if the headphones are not plugged in. You can disable the warning altogether, or you can require it to display it even if headphones are plugged in. Next, you can choose what the media controls do. A lot of headphone connections have media buttons on them. You can choose what these buttons will control. You can choose if the station identification, which in my case shows the call letters, is displayed as call letters, call sign, or program identification, name, none, or automatic. You can also choose custom elements, which allows you to fully customize the program to your look and specifications. Automatic seek, which will automatically attempt to find the strongest signal. If radio text is supported by your FM station that you're listening to, you can have it search the station just by clicking in the radio text box. That will search what is displayed in that box. For example, a web address, artist song, or any other information in the box. You can have presets show up as bold. You can display the status of the program, the current frequency you're on, RDS functions, fine-tune controls, volume controls, frequency controls, and preset controls. You can also go in and change the user interface with those custom elements to however you'd like it to display. If you're familiar with the alternate frequency, you can go in and change these settings, but again, it is highly recommended to ask on XDA or choose the email logs option from within the settings from the program itself and ask the developer what settings you can change. And deep down it has a debug setting. Again, it's best to leave this on automatic unless you have otherwise information. This has been a look at the Spirit FM application for Android phones. If you do have any questions, please refer to the link below. Any comments left in the comment box below will not be seen by the developer. If you do have questions, you can visit xdadevelopers.com. The link will be provided below again. Or you can choose the email logs from the application and submit your request that way. This has been a look at the Spirit FM application for Android phones. Thank you for watching.